Hello, it's time to get fiscally fit with Credit.org. This video is a free service of Credit.org's Fit Academy. I'm Jennifer Rodriguez, Education and Outreach Coordinator for Credit.org. Today we're going to talk about debt reduction. Everyone who is carrying debt from month to month wants to pay it off, but there are effective ways to pay off your debt and bad ways that could leave you worse off than you started. Paying off debt means creating a plan. Start with some quick math. How much do you spend in a month? Look at your bills, your bank statements, whatever you have access to, and come up with a rough idea. Then look at how much your minimum payments are towards all of your credit cards. We want you to figure out how much money you have left over after paying your monthly living expenses and figure out how much you're going to put towards your debts. Then you'll create a debt repayment strategy. The strategy we encourage is a debt snowball. In a nutshell, the debt snowball means you pay a fixed amount to each of your debts, usually the minimum required monthly payment. Then anything extra you have left over goes to the debt with the smallest balance owed. When your smallest balance is paid off, you take everything you were sending to that creditor and you put it all towards the smallest balance remaining. Every time you pay off another debt, you're putting that much more towards the next smallest debt, and your debt payoff accelerates month after month. Why is this snowball method so effective? For one thing, by knocking out the smallest debts first, there's one less account you're paying interest to every month. That means you're accruing less interest from month to month, and more of your debt payment goes towards paying down balances. In addition to the math, there's a powerful psychological effect to the debt snowball. If you prioritize your smallest debt and get it paid off, you get a major win in your fight to eliminate debt. That motivates you to keep going because it's easier to see the progress you're making every time you mark another debt as paid in full. Now let's talk about the major alternative to the debt snowball, something financial experts often call the debt avalanche. With the debt avalanche, you do the same kind of planning as a snowball, where you pay the minimum to all your debts, then focus your extra funds on one particular debt. But instead of paying the debt with the smallest balance, you put everything towards the debt with the highest interest rate. The idea there is that while the debt snowball might get you out of debt faster, the debt avalanche saves you more money because you eliminate the most expensive debts first. Let's be clear here. The debt avalanche can be a good strategy depending on your debt situation, but for almost everyone, we think the snowball makes more sense. At Credit.org, we counsel people. We don't just want to see numbers on a spreadsheet changing from month to month. We want to see debts paid off and victories celebrated. We think people are most likely to succeed with a debt snowball than with a debt avalanche. But if you do the math and you think paying off the most expensive debt first is the way to go, by all means, go for it. Now let's talk about another strategy you'll see recommended a lot: debt consolidation. Let's be real. Debt consolidation is not a debt repayment strategy. It's not. Repaying debt means you reduce how much you owe month after month. Debt consolidation doesn't do that. It just converts your debt from one type into another. If you go out and get a debt consolidation loan, you'll still owe the same amount and maybe even a little more if there were balance transfer fees. If someone tells you a debt consolidation is a good strategy to reduce debt, be very careful because they might just be trying to sell you something. If you need to figure out the best debt reduction strategy for you, get help. Financial counseling from a nonprofit organization like Credit.org is free, and it's the best place to start if you feel overwhelmed. Follow our videos here on YouTube and check us out on Facebook for regular education and advice. And at our website, we offer free financial education around debt, credit, and all areas of personal finance. Until next time, thanks for watching.